All right, all right, all right. I think we should be good. Hopefully, you guys don't hear the fans. It has been hot for your boy. Welcome back to another video. And the reason I'm making this video, I know, a video from the people who do watch me, a video from me before like the patch goes live, crazy. But I'm making this video because I've been seeing this a lot on the internet. Or I'm not really on the internet, I'm gonna be honest, but I have seen like images and like titles, people saying L Wuthering Waves, the anniversary, and I'm not really one for drama. Um, I play these games to make memories, have fun. I'm doing this shit for free. Like I don't care. I don't care for drama. I play these games for fun and for memories for myself when I get older. Um, to just like recall. And if I build a community along the way with some goofball people like me, hey, all the more the merrier. Join the adventure, and I'll join your adventure too. If you make content or videos of your experience with games, but I'm making this video to, I guess, put like a take that um, basically like a new fresh take from a new, I guess, content creator, and put my like 2 cents in. I'm going to be honest, the patch itself, I think everyone has said this is like a 10 out of 10, and I agree with that statement. I think the patch itself is awesome. It looks great. It looks fantastic. It doesn't look like much is wrong with the patch. We're finally going to save Imyth. We're gonna there's I think there's 3 parts to the story. If I'm wrong, someone correct me in the comment section. Like, there's 3 parts. I don't think we've had like a 3-part story. Like these dudes are literally trying to make these stories like episodes. And I think that's awesome because they're all the stories have been cinema, and I can't wait. Truly can't wait. But now here's the part where the player base seems to be kind of back and forth, and that is on the rewards for the anniversary. It's like 50 polls. And I'm just going to be honest, in my opinion, that seems perfectly fine to me. I know a lot of other gotcha games like Epic 7 give you like 70, 80, 90, 100 plus polls. This is true. And Epic 7 is not like too much of a popular game. That game, I think, was like one of the gotcha games. Epic 7 is like Punishing Great Raven. It's a gotcha game that kind of flew under the radar. It's an amazing game, but it flew under the radar, just like Punishing Gray Raven. And like Punishing Gray Raven is a super old game, and it's super. I won't say super popular, but it has a fan base that keeps the game alive, which it must be a decent amount of players for that to happen. And it's a game that kind of flew under the radar, right? I think the rewards are okay. It Someone did like a graph, and apparently it's better than every other gotcha game that has given out rewards for their anniversary. I know people are going to have a stance where they're like, "Oh, but they're $1 billion company; they can do so much more." I agree with that stance. However, I will say Koro actually seems to put the money back into the game. We're getting a 3-part story with, excuse me, we're going to get a 3-part story with crazy animations, uh, all dialogue. I'm assuming Rover is going to talk primarily through the entire quest, 10 out of 10 cutscenes, emotions, etc., etc. I mean, they even hired a guy for this, um, for like the space part. Sorry, my voice is fucking breaking. I just woke up, so pardon me. Um, Having a million problems, but yeah. So it's like they even hired a guy who knows about space, like that famous author. I can't remember what's his name. I apologize. Um, but they hired him, who's known for his space novels and stuff like that. A huge collaboration. I think Kuro puts a lot of money back into the game, and I'm not saying people shouldn't criticize Kuro, but I will say some people are kind of contradicting what they said from prior years. They were complaining about the banners. There's way too many banners. They took all the banners away, and now people are saying it feels less like an anniversary without those banners. Some people are saying that. And it's like, well, okay, but you can't complain about it. They fix it, and now you complain about them fixing it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Um, it just doesn't make any sense to me. You should, so you, so you retract your statement then about last year being um, bad because of all the banners, because now you want all the banners. Because I personally wanted all the banners. I did. I was hoping to summon for Brant. I've been wanting Brant for my Mono Fusion team. I don't need him for my Mono Fusion team. I have Lupa and I have every other um, Fusion DPS. I have every other Fusion DPS. I don't need Brant, but I think he's a cool character, fun to play. I love the fact that he's like in the air 99% of the time. He's like I like okay, so I side little side tangent here. I hate floaty characters, but the fact that he comes down and fights you with a gun and sword, he's like pew pew and all that stuff. That stuff seems that Brant is a OG OD guy. I was hoping to pull for him, possibly depending on how my pull income is. I was hoping to pull for him. Um, so I do feel the weight of all the banners not being there. It kind of sucks, but more so on the reward side, I feel like Koro is being very generous. 50 polls, and I do count the standard. I do count the standard banner polls because these weapons. How the fuck do I? There we go. These weapons are top tier on all characters. Not all of them. Not all of them, of course. But this one, very good. Top tier. Very good. Top tier. Top tier. I do count the standard weapon pulls because I don't spend that much on this game. And as a free to play and as a semi free to play player, like this stuff matters. Like my Chisa is on this. My Carlotta is on this. My a lot of my sword users are on this. A lot of my other gun users. My Carlotta, she used to be on this. I do have Galbrenna's weapon, so I didn't have to use any of these free play options for that. But that's because I had time to pull Galbrenna and pull her weapon. I had time because I think the next character was a guy, so I was like, yeah, I'm good. I just wanted Galbrenna because she looked cool. So I count the standard polls. I think they're very useful, very important, and you never know. In 4.0, when we get to the next region, they might release more standard. Sorry, boys, my voice is killing me. They might release more standard weapon banner weapons. They might release more. So it's like These are very valuable, and you can select which one you want. I already have the pistol. I'm going for another copy of the pistol. I already have like two static miss. I have one of this. I need to actually get another one of these. I really do, but not right now. I want to get the pistol. I want to get these weapons because right now these weapons are like obviously some of these weapons are designed for the characters that they are releasing. Like this was designed for Luke. This is kind of designed for Chisa, but not truly. We might get another heavy sword character. It's definitely not designed for Mornier because this is more damage focused. So we might get a damage broadblade user eventually. So this sword, it could be used for Hayuki, but I mean it's for Toon Strain, so it's definitely not for Hayuki. I think this was more for like Imeth, even though it's a little underwhelming. I don't know. I don't know who this is for. It's going to be for somebody eventually. Um, I would assume. So I would assume someone in like the 3 Point Saga is going to be able to use this eventually. But I do count the standard pulls. I think standard weapon pulls are very good for this game, more so than other games. I would say like the best gacha game with the best standard banner is probably Genshin because they're just adding more and more of the old 5 stars on there. They're doing it super slow. Don't get it twisted, but they are adding 5 stars, more 5 stars on the standard banner, and I think all gacha games should do that. They should all add their old characters, their 1.0 characters to the standard banner, so people can pull them. Because even though a lot of the WUA 1.0 characters are still meta relevant, I feel like it's okay. You know, you're approaching the third year of the game. Um, those characters barely see the light of day, and at most, I would say it's like their weapons are like truly OP. Like you can still use Gion's weapon on Augusta. You can use String Master on pretty much every um, like rectifier user. Forgot the name there. Um, so I would say like that. I guess is like what scares them to maybe. I'm not saying that they're scared. I'm just saying why they haven't like done that yet. But I do feel like people are. I don't. Hmm. I feel like people should take it easy because Wuthering Waves is one of those games, like I said, that does put the money back into the game, and they really are like I think like the one company that does put the money they've earned back into the game. You know, Koro is also the company that listens to people. You know, I think someone on Billy, the CN players, they made a list of all the complaints from last year. All the list of complaints were fixed this year. And somehow people are finding a way to complain that this doesn't feel like an anniversary. So it's like, okay, well, what does feel like an anniversary? A free 5 star? Like, is that it? It's just a free 5 star. Like, guys, there's more to an anniversary than just a freaking free 5 star. There's more to an anniversary than just a free 5 star. And if you're complaining about the banners, my stance on it is, well, then you shouldn't have complained last year. They did it last year so everyone could have a chance to pull those characters or to pull for whoever you want. And they got roasted for it, so they fixed it, and now somehow they're getting roasted for fixing it. It doesn't make sense to me. How do I feel about the anniversary? Again, I was hoping all the banners would be back. I was hoping to maybe try to pull Brant. and maybe try to pull for Lova's weapon and some other weapons. I mean, Lova's coming back, but this was before we got all the information that we now have. But I was hoping to pull for some signature weapons to help out my account, but I can't do that. It looks like this year, which is unfortunate. I think the anniversary as itself. I think the polls are great. 50 polls just from logging into the game. I'll easily take that. And then, not to mention, you also have. Give me a second. My brain is not braining. You also have this as well. These reset, and you get 7 of these. 7 of these. Like, that's good. Now, you could say, oh, but that's not part of the anniversary. That's just something that should be there. Yeah, well, I hate to say it, but free polls are free polls are free polls, boys, and we take 7 around here all goddamn day. We take 7. We take it all goddamn day. We take it all goddamn day. Yes, sir. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So almost like 57 polls just from logging in to 3.3. I'm gonna be honest, boys. There ain't no way we complain about damn near 60 polls. That's just my take, just my opinion. I'm not saying it's fact, but I'm just saying there ain't no way that we're mad about 60 almost 60 polls. There's just no way. I would love to hear what you guys think. I don't think this anniversary is an L. I do wish all the banners would return. I know Kuro fixed it because a lot of people complained about it last year, and now a lot of people actually want it back because it was great to allow players to summon for who they want to summon for. Maybe a player didn't really want to build a negative status team, or their only negative status team is Imyth because they didn't want to build upon more negative status, or they didn't even want to use Imyth's negative status build. Because with negative status builds, you have to make sure you're doing your rotation right, getting all the debuffs on them before you switch out, switch in, and it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna be honest, it kind of is annoying with negative status teams. And then you need to make sure you have the high amount of stacks so you can do the max amount of damage. It's kind of annoying to me personally, that gameplay style, which is kind of why I don't use Fusion Burst Imyth. Uh, but that's just my opinion. It's just my thoughts, my 2 cents, I guess I could say. Not here to start any drama, but I do think people need to step back a little off of Kuro Games because I think they've done a pretty amazing job and they have killed it. They've killed it uh, so far in 2025 and in 2026. And I'm going to enjoy the hell out of the anniversary. I think it's awesome. All the events, Elusive Realm return, Sigillum being the boss fight as a hologram. That Sigillum is about to go wild on our asses. About to go wild in there. Their cool attacks that they were doing in the story, yeah, them things are actually gonna have some damage now, and it's like, oh, that's gonna be so fun. Um, but yeah, I can't wait to see where the story goes. I hope Wuthering Waves has an awesome second anniversary. It looks amazing to me. Again, there are some lackluster things. However, I think Kuro is doing their best and trying their best. We got a new region as well. This looks amazing. Can't wait to explore it. And I actually explore my maps like 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Like 100%. I explore my maps. I love. That's probably like my favorite thing about a game. Back in the day, I was before gotcha games. I was like into Assassin's Creed. Now those maps are like 20 billion times bigger than WoW maps or any gotcha game maps. Period. But like I used to explore them, and it's probably like one of my favorite things. I did get burnt out on it. I would say probably after all these gotcha games, because I've played them all. I have played them all. Um, but it's like one of my favorite things. So I can't wait to see this new beautiful map. It looks stunning, absolutely stunning. Now, before I end that, I will say this: before someone gets my words twisted, because that's what the internet does. I'm not saying people can't voice their opinions on what they feel about something. What I'm saying is, look at the situation, right? 60 plus polls for just for logging in. Jeez, my voice. 60 plus polls just from logging in the game. You do nothing else but log in. Then you're getting a 3-part story quest, which I guess it's like part of the game, so maybe people don't consider that an anniversary thing. But again, I do consider it an anniversary thing because they've never done a 3-part story in one patch. I would say that's a huge part of an anniversary thing to try to keep the player base like super busy. And let's be real here, boys. If they're doing 3 parts, this story might well and truly be probably like 6, 7 hours long. And I hope people don't complain about that. I really do, because that's fun to me. 6, 7 hours playing the story, watching cinema cutscenes. Like, bro, like once I get done recording it to post it to share my reaction with you guys, like I'm gonna like go back and watch it myself while eating some popcorn. 'Cause it's like, oh my god, this shit is cinema. To like watch it all unfold. Um, so that I'm not saying they can't like have their opinion or voice their opinion, but what I'm saying is, again, I don't think it is. I don't think it is deserved, or I don't think what I've seen people say is deserved. Um, of course, could a game always give better rewards? Of course. Again, Epic 7, they give you hundreds of polls every anniversary. They give you free Moonlight 5 stars, which, by the way, those Moonlight 5 stars are not cheap. I think they're like almost $1,000 in Epic 7, if I'm not mistaken, or like upwards of $600, $800. So, yes, the fact that Epic 7 gives out their most expensive characters for free is saying something. But at the same time, I 60 polls. I really truly like can't be mad at that because again, I've played all these other gotcha games and a lot of them aren't touching 60 polls. And yes, again, I do count the standard polls. Those are just my thoughts. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll be posting all of 3.3, experiencing all of 3.3. I need to actually finish 3.2. I finished the story. Um, oh, well, I'll save that for another video. This one's getting pretty long, and it's pretty late here, and I need to go fix my voice. Um, But I'll catch you guys for some 3.3 story action. And don't worry, boys. We got the cheddar in game. We got the cheddar in game to summon for Hayuki. She will be coming home, boys. She will be coming home. I will be securing a Hayuki and her weapon. Hopefully, her weapon. Because I have. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Sorry, I'm blind as hell. I have like 7 pulls here. I think we're getting 10, and then we're getting another 7, so I'm already 20 in. So I go, can I get a little lucky, Koro? Can I get a little lucky? But again, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be a fun 3.3 video to make. I'm gonna have so much fun with this update. It looks awesome. Gonna add to my standard polls. All right, bro. Let's see if we can get something right. Maybe we get a little early. You know what I'm saying? Probably not though, because I literally just got a pistol early. Could this be Booling, please? Nope, it's a weapon. Fuck. I didn't have that? Interesting. Ugh. To this day, Booling is still the one character that escapes my grasp. I might summon for Denya a little bit to try to get Booling. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But my Hayuki summon's got to go right, of course. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch you guys then for another video. Later.